What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about what I'm going to be throwing for the 2022 season. Starting off with putters, no changes from last year. These are my old bullets, royal medium, heavy, light, and switching them out for some pink ones. Okay, up next we've got kind of a utility putter. I'm going to call it the Berg. All the hype is true. Thumb track feels really good in the hand. It's great for forehand up shots. It goes nowhere. The Berg. Hype is real. And then the rest of my putters. This isn't counting backups and stuff. I'm just covering molds here, keeping it real simple. Understable putter slot, the Fierce. I throw these a couple different plastics, but understable, consistently, easy to throw. I like it a lot. The Bullet, this is probably my truest neutral putter. I can put it on any angle and it'll pretty much hold it. By far my favorite throwing putter. If I was just going to bring one, that's what I'm going to bring. Next up though, right behind it, the Plasma Nomad. This is pretty new. A couple rounds ago, we played a woods course. I teed off with this 14 times. Enough said. And then in the approach slots, Glow Envy. Love that one. Four Claw Zone, super flat. I like this one a lot. Also the only like non-pink disc in my bag. So sticking with green approach discs, mint discs profit. I've been waiting for a premium profit that didn't cost me an arm and a leg for like 4 years. I'm so excited to have this. I've only thrown it a few times, but it is going in the bag. Very excited for that one. Getting to know it. And mid-ranges. So in my understable slot, it's almost like an understable utility disc for me, is the Soul. Very easy to throw, very understable. It matches the Fierce really well, but it's a little, well, it's not slower, but it's smaller, so maybe that's why I can get more spin on it. So I like it. Instead of doing patent pendings, I'll do like little scramble left-hand, forehand shots with it. I like that a lot. Bumping up in stability, I'm a big fan of the Discraft Meteor. And then kind of in the neutral slot, this is the biggest issue. Excuse me. This is the biggest issue in my bag. These all almost do the exact same thing. Mint Mustang, slightly understable compared to these, but very neutral, solid disc. I can't kick it out of the bag. Buzz, it's a Buzz. Easy to find. I have a lot of them. It flies great. Can't kick it out of the bag. MD3. I like them a lot. I have a bunch of these as well. Doesn't do a lot different though, so it's like, it's hard. It's hard. Great disc, but it's hard. And then this one's staying in for sure. The Axiom Hex. This is, I feel like, the truest neutral disc in my mid-range lineup. This flies how I want all of them to fly. They all fly a little different, but in my head, when I think neutral mid-range, this is the disc I think of right now. If you haven't tried one yet, I know they're kind of hard to find, but find one. They're awesome. And then the overstable slot, case closed. Mint Discs Bobcat. This one's really seasoned. I've been throwing this one since 2019. I've got a bunch of these, or not a bunch, I've got like 3 of them. These are great. I like these a lot. I have a couple of different stabilities covered with different ones, but the Bobcat in my overstable slot, case closed, no questions asked. That's the winner. Now for Fairway Drivers. My go-to understable is the Mint Discs Jackalope. I can't wait to get this thing in more plastics or maybe some brighter colors. This thing's sweet. On uphill and downhill shots, this is almost always my disc of choice, because even if it's nose up, we're throwing really gently nose down, it's predictable. It's easy to throw. This is a fantastic beginner disc. I love the Jackalope. The Discmania Essence. So I've got a Nate Perkins one and a stock stamp one. I've struggled with this disc since it came out, but on my last fieldwork session, I had a lot of success with this disc, so I'm probably going to start working these into the bag. Also understable, just not as understable as the Jackalope. And then next up, I probably bagged more of these than any other disc at the same time. I've got a really seasoned one that's lightweight. I've got a new lightweight one. And then this 176 that I dyed myself. So I am pumped to throw it. It's fun to watch it fly. It's in that like T-bird slot. So very controllable, very easy to throw, predictable. I like it for tunnel shots. I like it for like forced turnover shots. The instinct is pretty fantastic. FD. I feel the same way that I do about the MD3. It flies great. It does exactly what I want it to do. It's a great disc. It kind of overlaps though a little bit. So this one kind of comes in and out, but it's going to be in the bag for sure. And then in the overstable slot, no questions asked, just like the Bobcat, the Alpha. This thing is sweet. This is a 4th run Apex. It's very flat. I've got a 3rd run that's really beat in that I like as well for shaping shots, but the Alpha is for sure my overstable slot for Fairway Drivers. My utility driver of choice these days is the Captain's Raptor. I know it's kind of like a buzzword disc, but holy man, the hype is real on this disc too. This thing is so sweet, very overstable. It's hard to get it to hold flat. I can maybe throw it like 250 or 280 and then it's going and it's flare skipping. Great for thumbers. I'm a huge fan of this disc. And now for my understable distance driver slot, I've got the Mint Discs Freetail and this really beat in Hades. Freetail is very easy to throw, great beginner disc, great distance driver for beginners, and for people with a little more power, it's great for like long turnovers or long bombs in a tailwind. This is kind of the same, or this exact one is kind of the same because it's very beat in, so I keep it in for that reason. I've got a couple of new ones that I'm looking forward to trying out to try and match that like one step up in stability from the Freetail. Next up, Discraft Onyx. I don't throw this disc enough. I'm always forget about it, and then I'm like, maybe I'll throw the Onyx on this shot. And it's rad. They beat in pretty nice. Like it's 10603 is the numbers. I would say this one's like 10, 4.5, -1.2. So it's kind of like that 3rd run Alpha I have that's beat in and shapeable. Great disc, 10 speed, not too big of a rim. It's a great disc right there. Mint Discs Longhorn, similar to a Wraith, so a little bit faster than that Onyx, not as fast as a Zeus or some other discs I'm going to talk about. Fantastic disc. If you're looking for 10, 11 kind of hybrid control driver that is stable to overstable, the Longhorn is a fantastic option. You should definitely try one, and maybe even try to do some cool Floetrol bed cell dies. This was my first go. It didn't come out super great, but it's bright colors, so I'm a fan. Up next, furthest flying disc in my bag, the Big Z Zeus. I have ESP Zeuses that are a touch more stable, but this Big Z Zeus is a little less torque resistant. It is the furthest flying disc I have. These are sick. Definitely get one. And then in my overstable slot, Mint Discs Goat. I just have this Mountain Sports stamped one from the shop I work at. But Mint Disc Goat, Des Redding Signature Series disc. Very overstable. More overstable than a Zeus. It's kind of like Scorpius kind of territory. This I rely on for headwind shots or, up like power forehand shots. The Goat is sweet. You should definitely check one out for sure. And all of these are going in a pound Octohaul. This thing's sick. Worth the investment, I think. I didn't go crazy on the color. I went with something that's going to last the long haul. But I've been really enjoying this bag a lot. It's very comfortable. It holds way more than I need. And plus, it's got a jerky pocket. Double G Craft Jerky. What more couldn't you want? Thanks for watching my In the Bag for 2022. Please like and subscribe and keep up on my Instagram, Davies Disc Locker. And stay tuned. I'm probably going to do a bag tour, do a couple bag comparisons, and maybe even a glow in the bag. So stay tuned.